wedding next week. No, I'm going to slavery. That's what I'm going
I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. Tell me we don't live in hell. My brother doing 55 in that cell. Nigga claiming he your round here spin shell. Same nigga you put on to hit the stand and tell. How the fuck you turn your back on a nigga that love you? Treat your kids like my kids, treat you like a brother. I told my dog, let's leave the streets to serve the most high. He said, fuck that shit, he tryna sell another pie. His daddy killed him, put him in the trunk, set him on fire. His wife was pregnant, he ain't never get to see his child. Had me thinking to myself, what happened if I die? Look my babies in the eyes, I gotta stay alive. I put my ego on the shelf and my pride to the side. I'm with some niggas who gon' step and got God on their side. Got in the ISUPK, they keep asking me why. As I do the work of the Lord, I gotta stay alive. Face the east, pray alive. I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
You ever pump a pack with a snake by your side? Yes, I did. See the man reach out to God before he died? Yes, I did. I know the Lord forgive us for these sins, but I'm starting to think the kingdom of heaven is for these kids. I told my daughter, there's one man in your bed, I won't stand for left. For my son, I hit your head on that fragile leg. I lost some niggas to that dope, I lost niggas to the feds. Remember Jono tried to stick me for that cheese on that bread, yeah, I was thuggin' with Lucky and that nigga left me for dead. Endured to the end, cause I listened to what was said. Mother told me she loved me when she was sick up in the bed. I was running them streets, but the truth made me a man. Shit, I don't really speak, cause she'll never understand. That's why I ain't even tell her about these voices in my head. I'm still trying to manage my anger like Uncle Craig.
I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
Questions? She got a question, right?
Yeah. Did you happen to see, sir, or anyone in the room happen to see the debate that Captain Zarek, his last name?
No. When he hosted or when he did?
I don't know if he hosted. I don't think he hosted.
There was a different one he hosted at the school on Saturday.
No, that one.
You're talking about the one he participated in Sunday night?
Yes.
No, I didn't see it. Yeah, no.
So-called Jewish man who says he only follows Torah, but he was basically a Christian. What's it called? The replacement theology. Everybody spiritual Israel now.
Yeah. The replacement theory.
Yeah,
replacement theory.
Theory and there's another word for it. And then like I said, spiritual Israel.
It's the grafted. I understand something too, right? It's an excellent thing that Captain Azariak is going to be everywhere on televisions and on your podcasts and on your YouTube, on your Twitters, on your Facebooks, because the things that y'all are seeing him debate are things that I was taught about before he had to go debate on TV, like in the school, of course. Like the school taught me to break down to these things and why these things are incorrect, replacement theory, Gentiles being grafted in, being other nations. This is things that was broken down far before I had to watch Captain Azariak crush a Jewish man. You see what I'm saying? So like The world is getting to see these breakdowns because, as you know, Israel loves entertainment. So we love to be entertained. So you got to put it in an appetizing platform. I don't know if y'all was here, but we're producing the show and we talking about putting commercials in the middle of it and doing stuff like that. Why? Why do I gotta put commercials in the middle? Why do I gotta put a fancy intro and a fancy outro? Somebody that's plain would be like saying we the Israelites should be good, like breaking down the knowledge should be good. That's what matters, right? Being able to change a man, being able to change a woman, that's what matters. Israel is we love entertainment. We like entertainment. That's why brothers, when they like to chill, what they like to do, I want to play 2K. I'm my feet up, we play 2K. My feet up, Madden, Call of Duty, right? That's what you want to do. We like entertainment. So because of that, we make these things entertaining. And Captain Azariah is on platforms that make it more entertaining because he's going back and forth with somebody who a different community holds in high regard, right? So not us. We don't hold these people in high regard, but they don't hold Captain Azariah in high regard. You understand? They looking at him like when Captain Azariah steps in those rooms, the people that's backing the other man is looking like, oh, he's about to crush him. This guy doesn't know what he just stepped into. You understand? He looking like he's gonna crush him because we know better, being that we follow the Lord and not our own vain understanding, our own wishes of saving white people. You understand? There's brothers in school right now who a long time ago thought what? White people could be saved until they heard brothers who really speak the word of the Lord say and make sense and pull scriptures and pull evidence saying the scriptures is not saying that. Brother, some people need entertainment to digest that. You understand? I think I was speaking on this. I guess was it last class when I was saying how I hated pulling books at camp.
Yeah.
I used to hate pulling books at camp because I feel like you should be able to just take the Bible. Like the Bible is so powerful. The Bible is what made me come into school. It wasn't Babylon and Timbuktu. It wasn't what's that series by that brother? Lost Tribe. No. It's like a seven book. No, it's like a 7-book series by an author who knows he's an Israelite, and he's pulling like a lot of evidence. They're short books, but he's pulling a lot of evidence about blacks and Hispanics being the Jews. And I bought those after I came into the school, and when I bought them, I found out a lot of people like this author and like these books as their introduction into the truth. For me, I was introduced strictly off seeing brothers speak at camp, strictly off brothers telling me I'm an Israelite and pulling scriptural proof, excuse me. So when brothers be like, I want this, and sisters be like, I want that. What about this? What about that? From sources outside the Bible, I used to be like, yo, I don't feel like I should have to pull that. I don't feel like I should have to, because the Bible is the ultimate authority. Unfortunately, some people need it. You understand? And you got to accept that. And Captain Azariah is just excellent at what he does. He goes on there on those platforms and he entertains. You understand? He entertains while edifying in cutting whoever he's sitting in front of. You understand? So I didn't see it, but that discourse, that what you call it, displacement or replacement theory, replacement theory, good.
Replacement theology is the official term, like if you look it up.
Replacement theology?
Yeah,
I think it's replacement theory.
Yeah, I thought it was too. Online, it always says theology because it's, I guess,
You're right. Supersessionism. Replacement theology, also known as supersessionism.
That's the big word.
Right. So I didn't know it as supersessionism. I didn't know it as replacement theory. I knew it as people trying to save white people. You understand?
Yeah.
Like you trying to save white people. That's all I knew it as. And I was taught the breakdown as to why that's incorrect. Not just what that trader say, Martin Luther King. Not for the color of your skin. You don't want to be judged for the color of your skin. We don't judge you for the color of your skin. It's the crimes you committed. You understand? It's who you are according to the Bible. That's what we judge you based off of. Brother, that's how I was taught. So I didn't know it as replacement theory, theology. I didn't know it as supersessionism. I didn't know it as any of that. But everything Captain Azariah would have cut that man with is things that we've just been teaching since 1969. And it's just been, it's regular, you understand? But when you add that entertainment aspect, it just gets thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of views, because now people are entertained enough to sit there and watch it. You understand? they're entertained enough to sit through the whole thing, where somebody like you or anybody in this room would be like, the Bible's enough for me. You understand? Somebody else needs him to entertainingly sit there on a platform and cut somebody else for them to believe it. You understand? So no, I didn't see it. But you had something else about it?
Oh no, one of the when they did the Q&A with viewers and they opened the panels,
Mm-hmm.
there's one young white guy that immediately praised the Catholicism, completely dominated this debate.
The white dude, a white guy.
Yeah, out of nowhere, like, and you can see it drove everybody else nuts.
They were real nuts.
The chapter was laughing about that. Yeah.
Give me that I guess give me that scripture, because Shaki might know where it's at too. Give me that scripture, go y'all. Somebody just knocked on the window. That was you? Oh, Salaki.
Oh.
I was about to go break somebody up. That scripture that says, even the white man shall know that he was lied to. Your oppressor shall know that his forefathers have lied to him. Give me that. It's in Isaiah.
Oh.
Okay.
Is it surely their is it the one and I can't remember exact title. Surely their fathers have inherited lies? Or that's the
Yes.
one?
Yeah. That's either Isaiah, or Jeremiah. I think it's Isaiah.
Isaiah 14:23.
Let me get it. You said Isaiah what? I thought he said 14. I want the one that says it's describing how the white man is lied to. He was lied to. The average white man was lied to, he thinks he's the most supreme race on earth. He thinks he's the cream of the crop. But even his own ancestors, his own leaders, have lied to him. You understand? That's why, like, you might go to camp and you might see videos of a camp, and you might see an average white guy asking questions that you've heard asked a million times, right? And he's coming up and asking those questions because even he was lied to. So not just blacks and Hispanics was lied to. The average white man was lied to, and he literally thinks black people are beneath him, or black people are not the Jews. It's impossible for y'all to be the people of God. What are you talking about? He was lied to. You understand? But there are his ancestors, the people who lead him, right? The white leaders, they know the truth. You understand? Like the Bible says, the 666 men who rule the earth, those white men, they know the truth. But it doesn't benefit them for the average white man to know the truth. You understand? Give me that. Kashak, I thought you had it. God. Good.
I found it where it says, surely our fathers have inherited lies. That one.
Where's that?
That's in Jeremiah.
That's why I said either Isaiah or Jeremiah. Jeremiah what?
Jeremiah 16 and 19.
Let me see.
16 verse 19.
Yep, give me that. I haven't read this in a class since Lord knows how long. It's been years. It's been pre-COVID. Anybody, whoever got it first can read it. Jeremiah 16 and 19.
I got you. Jeremiah 16, verse 19.
Remember, loud.
Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 19. All of you got it?
That's right. Good.
O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction.
Right.
The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth.
The Gentiles, who's that talking about? It's talking about our oppressor. It's talking about the Chinese man, the Japanese man, the white man, the African, right? The Fijian, the Australian. It's talking about these people, right? Yeah, East Indians, good.
The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit.
Surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things where it does not profit you. And it said, who's going to say this?
The Gentiles.
The what?
Gentiles.
The Gentiles. It's not going to say, I have to sit in class and say this. It's not going to say, you got to go to camp corners and say this. It said, the Gentiles are going to go outside and say, we was lied to. They're going to sit up and come to the camp and say, oh, wow, you're right. They're going to be in the comment section under a Captain Azaria video and say, yo, you just dismantled it. Like, I didn't come here expecting that. You understand? You got the ones who want to lie and they're going to ride behind their man the whole time saying, you won, you crushed it. And then you're going to see the honest guy and go, oh my God, you just destroyed him. I came here looking for your downfall and you just crushed him. You know, people used to watch Floyd Mayweather, I hate watch, waiting for him to lose, but he always won. That's how they watch us. You watch and you watch and you watch every debate, every lecture, and you're looking for something that's wrong. And then you go, oh my God, you crushed him. You told the truth. He couldn't refute the things you said. You pulled evidence where he couldn't back his evidence up. Well, his supposed, and it's just the Gentiles are going to come to the conclusion, we inherited lies. The things we inherited from our forefathers are not true. You understand? These things are not true that we were told. We're not the greatest thing, the greatest race on earth. When we fought back against England, that did not make us the greatest people ever. We became a superpower, but we needed black slaves to become that superpower. You understand? We needed black slaves to build the country and fight in those same wars that we're talking about to become a superpower. You understand? I'm good right here. You give me a cup of ice if I could. And a water bottle. You understand? Read that last line again. Surely.
Surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit.
Vanity and things wherein there's no profit, meaning all the things that man said against Captain Israel. I didn't even watch it yet, but I already know because I know my captain. Crushed him. You understand? And the things you're saying have no profit. You're not edifying nobody. Your race of people came in my comment section saying, oh my God, you crushed him. That means what you're saying means nothing. You understand? Means nothing. The day, let me tell you something. The day the ISUPK lose the hood is the day we're done. You understand? But we won't. You know why? This school was built for the ghetto, by the ghetto, speaking to the ghetto. You understand? The people in this Bible are from the ghetto, born in the ghetto, raised in the ghetto. Christ was from where? Where was Christ from?
What good thing ever came out of Nazareth?
Nazareth. He's from the projects. Christ is from the projects. You understand? And because Christ is from the projects, Christ is from the ghetto. And the day the ISUPK loses the ghetto is the day we lose everything. Because that's where all the priests and prophets are from. Every last one you're reading about grew up in black neighborhoods that were underprivileged. Do you understand? Do you know what a ghetto is by definition? Do you know what the original definition of ghetto is? I'm going to take you back. This is things that I learned back in the beginning of my journey. Go give me the definition of ghetto. Let me see if you can find the original definition of ghetto. Pull it. You might know, but give me the original definition of ghetto. If the white man tried to scrub it from the internet, then, we'll give it to you. Ghetto. Ayash. Oh, Slagi.
Original meaning of ghetto refers to a specific segregated section.
Check. Good.
It refers to a specific segregated section of a city where Jewish populations were forced to live.
Where who?
Jewish populations were forced to live.
It said the word originated in Venice in 1516 to describe a walled section of the city where Jewish people were legally forced to live. It comes from the Venetian dialect. Kashak, send somebody to the store. We were just talking about batteries. Wasn't we, Yakin? Send somebody to the store for some damn batteries. If I could. Should have. Oh, y'all. Let me get that one for the meantime. Let's go on a battery hunt real quick. Select quality batteries. Phones, let me know. Check. Double A. Duracell will energize. It originated in 1516 Venice, Italy, to describe a walled section of the city where Jewish people were legally forced to live. It comes from the Venetian dialect word ghetto, which translates to foundry or slag, because the original Jewish quarter was built near a copper foundry. You understand? In 1516, we were being kicked out of the area. Let me tell you something. King James ruled. When did King James rule, Aki?
At least until 1611.
At least until when?
1611.
At least until 1611.
Early 1700.
We ruled prior to 1611 for over 100 years. What is 1516 minus 100? 1416. 1611 minus 100 is, I'm sorry, 1611 minus 100 is 1511. You understand? We ruled for over 100 years. I'll tell you exactly right now how long we ruled, actually. Right here. The Dark Ages traditionally span from the 5th to the 10th century. You understand? From 476 to about 1000 CE is when we started to lose our grip on where? Where do we start to lose our grip on after about the year 1000? It's history now. Now it's history. Now it ain't scripture breakdown. After 1000 AD, we started to lose our grip on Europe. You understand? The white man not even an original European. Let me tell you something. When you read your Bible, if you want to know if history is ever correct, read your Bible and match history to the Bible. Don't match the Bible to history. Don't say the Bible is only correct if it matches this piece of history. Say this piece of history is correct if it matches the Bible. You understand? After about 1000 AD, we started to lose our grip on that region. We started to lose certain countries to incoming vagrants, incoming vagabonds, incoming barbaric peoples who you know today as your oppressor. You understand? We started to lose it. How do you know? Revelation said he will chain him up for what? 1,000 years. You understand? Yeah. King James made the Bible, he translated the Bible when? 1611. The Dark Ages has an approximate start time of when? 476. 476 plus 1,000 is 1476. As you know, the Bible works in what? Approximates. Ye shall be slaves for 400 years. When were we slaves? 1619, 400 years is 2019. It's longer than that. When was we slaves? When Columbus sailed the blue, 1492 to now, that's 600 years. You understand? Right. The Bible works in approximates. 400 years means what, go ahead, Alan? A long time. It's gonna be about 400, but it's really just gonna be a long time. You understand? You're gonna be a slave for a long time, brother. The Bible's. Give me a second. I gotta take this. You showing us a little rice? Earlier, I did.
Yeah. On 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit. Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't
I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room, is pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in a tinted truck, riding around your block. Busy man. I get a word, he ain't this shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LAX. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough on them songs, that's the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options, used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wop, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Kick the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Me at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snakes, fuck the gossip. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, trying to curse an imposter. She get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Send that hate, make it to the featherweights. Niggas claim they hard, but they sweeter than a debit cake. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a stepper and a ruler. Hold on, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold on, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Try to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cult leader, need the blue stripes, no brick break. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gun shy. Fuck that little bitch, she a hook. Nigga swear he the go, bring him to the bush. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. Niggas in they feelings, I don't feel them. Kid the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. We at the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody.
I'm from Philly, you get hot, you catch a cold case. I'm one West, these brothers trying to set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Ski mask transform to war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died.
Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim he riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die, skyscraper to a nosedive. 9mm plus P, fuck a 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Kick the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Me at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous.
Check. All right, Khan, Salakia, what was that? God. So in Revelations, when it says the devil shall be chained, he shall be chained up for 1,000 years. We ruled this empire for 1,000 years. You understand? For approximately 1,000 years. At the end of that, at the end of our rulership, the end of our power, English was becoming a predominant language. King James in 1611 made sure the Bible was translated into English from ancient Hebrew, Greek, and Latin. You understand? Good.
So that basically that it makes a lot of sense that period of what they call the Renaissance, sir.
Say again?
That period that they call the Renaissance.
What year did the Renaissance start?
1400, more or less.
You said 1400? When they started to do what?
Exploring, leaving Europe and.
What did they start doing? What did they start doing during the Renaissance? There's one word I'm looking for, one term. Royale?
Whitewashing.
They started whitewashing during the Renaissance. The Renaissance is when the picture of white Jesus even came into play.
Yeah.
That happened during the whitewashing. You understand? That's when that happened. All right. Get me back to Jeremiah 16 and 19 when it said they shall inherit lies. Their white leaders have lied to them. You understand? They lied to them. Give me 20. 1 second. Give me 20.
You want me to wait until you get a mic, sir? Or?
No, go ahead. Give me 20. When you get the mic, you'll speak. Yeah. I mean, when you get the mic, you'll get the mic. Give me
check.
Good. Mm-hmm.
20, sir?
Good, yeah.
Verse 20. Shall a man make gods unto himself, and they are no gods? 21. Therefore, behold, I will this once cause them to know. I will cause them to know mine hand and my might, and they shall know that my name is the Lord.
And they shall know that my name is the Lord. I will cause them to know mine hand and my might. To your comment earlier, that's what happened when that man hopped in the comment section. The Lord caused him to know his hand and his might, because of course everything Captain Azariah does is what? It's of the Lord. You understand? All the glory goes to the Lord. The Lord's might was shown in that debate, and that white man could not deny it. You understand? Although he was lied to by his fathers. You understand? He couldn't deny it. All right? Any questions? Somebody give me Ezekiel 24. Ayash, question?
I wanted to break down the Proverbs.
Mike?
I wanted to get a breakdown of Proverbs 30 and 16. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 30, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
The grave and the barren womb, the earth that is not filled with water, and the fire that saith not, it is enough.
Where you at?
Proverbs 30 and 16.
Asked if I got it.
It's not good. Do I can have it? Proverbs chapter 30, verse 16. All right. The grave and the barren womb, the earth that is not filled with water, and the fire that saith not, it is enough. What is it like? What is it like? Content. Like, what is that? What is it breaking down?
How do you figure out what this is talking about?
Go up.
Go up in context. So I'm gonna let you play this out. Go up as far as you think you need to, and tell me where you go to, so you can get some understanding of 30 and 16. The grave in the barren womb, the earth that is not filled with water, and the fire that saith not, it is enough. It's impossible to understand that by itself. You understand? Because there's no context. There's zero context in that verse, to be honest with you. It's just a statement. So to get some context, you have to go up to see what in the hell Agur was talking about when he wrote this. That's what the words of Agur. That's what Proverbs 30 is. The words of Agur, the son of Jakeh. You understand? You want to know what he was talking about? It's a prophecy, but you want to know what he was talking about? You got to go up.
Did you go to 14?
The young man said you go to 14. Ayash.
Verse 14. There is a generation whose teeth are as swords, and their jaw teeth as knives, to devour the poor from off the earth, and the needy from among men. I went up. I ended up in verse 4.
You ended up in 4. 14 is not enough to cause you to understand, is what you're saying. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
4, sir?
Yeah.
Count. Book of Proverbs chapter 30, verse 4. Who have ascended up into heaven or descended? Who have gathered the wind in his fist? Who have bound the waters in a garment? Who have established all the ends of the earth? What is his name? And what is his son's name?
Mm-hmm.
If thou canst tell.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Okay, now in verse 4, he's asking these questions like, well, who ascended from heaven or descended?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I'm still confused.
So, okay, do you need a breakdown of 16? You got to give me, Is that what you really want? A breakdown of 16?
I had it in my notes. I didn't realize I'd have to cover all the way from verse 1 in this chapter.
How did you come to wanting this breakdown? What were you reading? What were you doing that made you say, I need to understand Proverbs 30 and 16? Was you reading this chapter? Did you see it somewhere?
Now I have a list of actual precepts that I took different times to try to get a breakdown of. Now I get out that it's happy with one of them.
Okay, I don't know what this would be a precept for because there's zero context here. So I don't know what topic that you would be trying to understand to where 16 would be a precept to cause you to understand because there's no context in 16. You have to go up when it comes to reading 30 and 16. You have to read around the verse to understand what is trying to be conveyed. Real quick, we're just going to start from the top and take it down. All right? I got you. Yeah, give me one. You might have missed the part where they went to the other parts of the chapter. You might have missed that part. Yeah. Somebody give me Proverbs 30 and 1. Just keep reading until I say stop.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 30, verse 1. The word of Agur, the son of Jacob, even the prophecy, the man spake unto Ithiel, even unto Ithiel and Akal.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 2. Surely am more brutish than any man, and have not the understanding of a man. Verse 3. I neither learned wisdom, nor have the knowledge of the holy. Verse 4. Who have ascended up into heaven or descended?
It's a question. It's a question you want to ask it like a question. Who have ascended up into heaven or descended? Good.
No. Who have gathered the wind in his fist?
Who hath gathered the wind in his fist? Good.
Who have bound the waters in a garment?
Good.
Who have established all the ends of the earth?
What does bounding the waters in a garment mean? What does a garment do? A garment drapes your body. A shirt drapes over your torso. Pants drape over your legs. A garment drapes over whatever parts of your body that particular garment covers. So who uses the waters as a garment? Who have bound the waters in a garment? And the waters is hugging your body like a garment. You understand? Good.
Okay. Who have established all the ends of the earth?
Who has established all the ends of the earth? Who is responsible for establishing the earth? Good. You had your hand up?
Well, because you said established all the, it says established all the ends. Because I know he sent Satan to and fro.
Nah, you're doing too much. Kashak, why is he doing too much? He's doing too much. He started talking about how Satan went to and from in the earth and all that. Why is he doing too much? He's doing too much. If you just keep reading context, if you just keep reading that, it's about to tell you exactly what it's talking about. You ain't even got to guess. Hold on. If you just read, all you got to do, why do you know? Why? Why? Yeah. What caused you to know what this is talking about?
From the beginning, when it says, who have ascended up into heaven or descended, and then when it says, who gathered the winds in his face, nobody can do this other than the Lord. Who have bound up the winds.
How do you know that? How do you know only the Lord can do that? How do you know an angel can't do that? Angels ascended into heaven and descended out of heaven before.
But then it says, who have established all the ends of the earth.
Okay, but technically the angels put their hands on the earth and formulated all this.
The very next part.
That's the part that he did not read yet, which is why he was talking about Satan going to and from the earth. Because the next part is what literally makes you understand. Remember, we don't have to make up nothing where there is something. And it's going to tell you the Lord did it. Because the next part can only be ascribed to the Lord. Okay. You could these parts right here, you could say, well, technically he made Christ, and Christ ascended and descended out of heaven. Technically, he made the angels and the UFOs ascend and descend out of heaven. And technically, Christ told the angels to make Earth and Mars and Venus and the universes. He told them to do it. Technically. So you can use that as a technicality.
Right.
You don't have to make nothing up or use a technicality. You just got to keep reading. Yeah.
Okay. What is his name? And what is his son's name?
And what is what?
And what is his son's name?
There's only one man that can do this who also has a son. You understand? As we know, we're all the sons of God. As we know, the Lord did not have sex with a woman to have Christ. You understand? None of that is true. None of that at all is true. But there's one Lord, there's one entity that can do this, and that is the Lord of the Bible. You understand? That is the Almighty God, the Almighty power of the Bible of the Israelites. You understand? What is his son's name? If thou canst tell. Read on.
Verse 5. Every word of God is pure. He is the shield unto them that put their trust in him. Verse 6. Add thou not unto his words, lest he reprove thee, and thou be found a liar. Verse 7. Two things have I required of thee. Deny me them not before I die. Verse 8. Remove far from me vanity and lies.
Anything y'all don't understand that we reading, y'all ask the question on it, because I'm only trying to touch on the things pertaining to Ayash's question. Yeah.
Give me neither poverty nor riches.
Mm-hmm.
Feed me with food convenient for me.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 9. Lest I be full and deny thee and say, who is the Lord?
Mm-hmm.
Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my God in vain.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 10. Accuse not a servant unto his master,
Mm-hmm.
lest he curse thee and thou be found guilty.
Mm-hmm.
There, verse 11. There is a generation that curseth their father and doeth not bless their mother.
What does 10 mean? What is 10 talking about? Accuse not a servant unto his master, lest he curse thee and thou be found guilty. Think about it for a second. Ayash?
Don't accuse the servant of the Lord unless you're sure.
Not enough. Accuse not a servant unto his master, lest he curse thee, and thou be found guilty. There's a man who will accuse a servant unto his master, lacking the evidence. That man will curse that will accuse the servant to the master. That servant will curse that man, and that man will be found guilty of what? Lying. You understand?
Yeah.
Accuse not the servant unto his master, lest he curse thee, and now you are the one in the position that you wanted him in. You understand?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 11. There is a generation that curseth their father and doeth not bless their mother.
There's a generation that curse their father, speak bad about their father, wish ill and do ill to their father, and does not do good to their mother. There's a generation like that. You understand? I'm sure every man in here feels like it's their generation. Yeah.
Verse 12. There is a generation that are pure in their own eyes.
There's a generation that think there's nothing wrong with them. There's some people that think they're just the bee's knees. You understand? They are pure in their own eyes. In their own eyes. Meaning it's not true. Only that person, only those people think that they're the bee's knees. Go ahead.
And yet is not washed from their filthiness.
But really you're filthy. You understand? You're really filthy. You think that there's nothing wrong with you, but you're filthy. Go ahead.
Verse 13. There is a generation, oh how lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up.
There is a generation, oh how lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up. You understand? You understand, Aki? No? Yes? What's the breakdown, Robin? Come on. How lofty are their eyes? Is that the verse we just read? 12? I'm talking about 13. God. How lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up. Good. Yeah, the breakdown. That's why I said when I said, "Do y'all understand?" I wasn't asking if y'all was following. Maybe I thought I meant was y'all following. I want to know what's the breakdown of verse 13. The breakdown of verse 13. I'll give it to you. Give me the definition of lofty.
Lofty typically describes something of imposing, towering height, like a mountain, or ideas or ideals that are noble, exalted,
Or it says something of exaggerated height or tall height, or ideals, meaning what? This can be literal height or metaphorical height. You understand? Arrogance. You understand? An arrogant attitude, acting official as if you are superior. That is lofty. Oh, how lofty are their eyes, how arrogant are their eyes, and their eyelids are still lifted up, meaning someone who is found to be guilty of arrogance, of loftiness, you would think then what would happen after that? Shame would cover them, and their eyes would do what? Be low. You understand? You would be low saying, oh, damn, I was being arrogant. Oh, I gotta fix that. You understand? But instead, these people, how lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up. They are arrogant, and they love it. You understand? They thrive. What's the word I'm looking for? They thrive in being arrogant. They love it. They are. So I'm looking for a word.
Bask.
They bask. That's a good word. They bask in being arrogant. They live in it. They bathe in it. It's something they take pride in. They take pride in being arrogant. You say, man, you arrogant as hell. Not confident, you arrogant as hell. And that person will just be glad that you said they're arrogant. They'll take that like, oh, I'm so happy you said that. You understand? They're lofty, but they still have their eyelids up as if it's not a shame to be lofty. Go ahead. 14.
Verse 14. There is a generation whose teeth are as swords, and their jaw teeth as knives, to devour the poor off the earth, and the needy from among them. Verse 15. The horse leash have two daughters, crying, give.
Hold on, so I can read 14 one more time.
Verse 14. There is a generation whose teeth are as swords, and their jaw teeth as knives, to devour the poor from off the earth, and the needy from among them. So like it from among men.
The teeth are as, there's a generation whose teeth are as swords. Their jaw teeth as knives. The jaw teeth are your teeth close to your jaw, right? I mean, these are your mandibles. You understand? These teeth are like knives. These teeth are like swords to devour the poor from off the earth. Meaning, when it's time to eat the poor, they have all the tools necessary. They've made sure their front teeth are swords. Their back teeth are knives. You understand? They are ready to eat and devour poor people. Good. And the needy.
And the needy from among men.
They eat the poor and the needy. Go ahead.
Verse 15. The horse leash have two daughters.
Stop. What is the horse leash?
Blood-sucking worm.
How do you know that?
I looked it up.
He said he looked it up. The horse leech is a blood-sucking worm who have two daughters. Let's verify that. Somebody pull it up on the side and verify it, but I'm going to take your word for it for now. Somebody verified on the side. Okay. The horse leech has two daughters. Good. No, let somebody else look it up, Ayash. You read.
Crying, give. There are three things that are never satisfied. Yea, four things say not, it is not enough. It is enough.
Crying, give. There are three things that are never satisfied, and four things that say it's not enough. Read.
Verse 16, the grave.
I'm very disappointed. I did not have to go this far back. I was really relying on you trying to break this down. I didn't have to go this far back. I could have went to 15. Salakia, I wasted your time. I think I gave you some good breakdowns, but I wasted your time. I could have just went to 15, I have. Because all 16 is just describing what 15 says. 15 says there's 3 things that are never satisfied, and there's 4 things that are not enough. That say it is not enough. One of the 3 things is the grave. The grave says it's never satisfied. It's always looking for someone to die. It's always ready for someone to die. What does that mean? What is that? What I just said, what does that mean? People die. Sickness. You understand? Anything. People just die. It happens. You understand? Being old, being sick, accidents, what you say earlier, murder, all of these things happen and people die. You understand? The grave is never satisfied. Next part.
And the barren womb.
The barren womb. There's always going to be a woman who cannot have children. You understand? The barren womb is never satisfied. Meaning a woman who can't have a child is never satisfied. You understand? That womb is never filled. It's never filled with a baby. You understand? There's never a baby in a barren womb because it's barren. Do you understand? Read on.
The earth that is not filled with water. So that would mean the desert. The earth that is not filled with water.
The earth that is not filled with water is never satisfied. So that's all the parts of the earth that does not have water. It's never satisfied. It's ever evolving. It's ever changing. It's everlasting. You understand? The part that does not have the sea is always changing. It's always evolving. The earth that is not filled with water, not the sea, but the land that we inhabit. You understand? Even the forest that we don't inhabit. It's always changing. Good.
And the fire that saith not is enough.
And the 4th thing, let me go back to 15, it says, 4 things say not, it is enough. So the 3 things are never satisfied. This 4th thing is never satisfied and never says it's enough. Fire. Fire is never satisfied. If you don't put the fire out, the fire is going to keep burning. It's never satisfied and it is never enough burning. You understand? Never. Yeah. Actually, that's it. So do you understand 16 now? Y'all forgive me. I went way too far back. Salaki, I only had to go to 15, but that's all it's talking about. It's talking about 3 things that was never satisfied and 4 things that say not it is enough. All right. Right. I think I had a mixed part. That's why. Yeah, you might have missed a part of that class you was watching.
I have the definition for horse leech.
Yeah, it's what he said. It's a blood-sucking worm.
It says it's a metaphor. The horse leash is used metaphorically to illustrate insatiable greed and the unending desire for more.
But I think he is correct because a leech is a blood-sucking parasite. It's saying a horse leech. A horse is notoriously known, like when it comes to leeches and stuff like that. It's a very big, muscular animal. It takes a long time for a leech to get enough. You understand? The leech can stay on the horse forever if you don't take it off. You understand? It'll keep digesting the blood and keep taking more and then digesting it and keep taking more. A horse leech would be a leech that could just never have enough. And then it goes further by saying the horse leech has 2 daughters. What do you know about daughters? Daddy, I want, daddy, I want, daddy, 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 daddy. You understand? That's your daughter. And you're inclined to give it to her over your son. Why? It's your daughter. You understand? The fact that she is a woman or that she's a girl is enticing you to give her what she wants. You understand? You have this innate need to protect her and provide for her. You have the same desire for your son, but your son, you're looking at him like he's going to be a man. He's going to be me one day. You understand? So from the time he's small, you talking to him like, nigga, man. You understand? Your daughter start crying, you saying, what do you want, princess? You understand? The horse leech is already a blood-sucking parasite that can never get enough, which has 2 daughters. You understand? Good. Oh, that's it, right? That's the only question. All right, no sweat.
So my question is is the person that is asking and then the person that's telling them this, is this to show how not to be in terms of like don't be like the word insatiable comes to mind.
Right.
Like with sin and that behavior and disobedience, like not.
You're asking, is this talking about don't be insatiable?
Yeah, like don't like if you do this, there's no end to it. It's just gonna go on forever.
No, because it's not describing something that you do. This is simply telling you that there's four things that never get enough. The grave is always wanting a body. So now you could extrapolate, meaning you could open this verse up and take more out of it. I can in your phones, I hope y'all or something class related in your phones. You could open this up and extrapolate from there and say the horse leech have to the grave is never having enough. Meaning don't do things that can kill you because the Lord is never going to be tired of putting fools in graves. You could extrapolate from that. The barren womb. The barren womb will never be satisfied unless it has a child. So for a woman who is barren, she should serve the Lord and pray to the Lord. Maybe fast a bit. You understand? Do whatever she needs to get a baby in that womb. Because that emptiness you feel might not ever go anywhere. You understand? The earth that is not filled with water and the fire that saith not is it is enough. And the earth is always going to be ever changing. You cannot be stagnant. You understand? You became one from strictly corner speakings and uploading whatever we felt like on YouTube to being very meticulous and very view driven and subscriber driven and TV shows and radio shows and newscasts. You understand? We went from being strictly on the corner and known to be cussing you out in the 80s to fast forward to today to the watch your mouth era to the pronoun era to going on the internet and dominating the internet. Things are going to change. You should probably get used to that. You understand? And the fire saith not, it is enough. The fire's always going to burn. You understand? The fire's going to burn, it's going to burn, it's going to burn. Right? You could extrapolate that and say, the fire that you go through is a fiery trial in 1 Peter 4 and 12. That fire is going to keep burning, meaning what? That trial is going to be there. The only question is whether or not you go through it or you burn in it. You understand? That trial will exist. You won't escape that trial because a fire says not it is enough. It's never enough. It's never enough for the fire. You understand? 1 million men can come into the school and Satan will still try men. You understand? Because the fire, that fiery trial, is not going to say, oh, a million of them came through here. I gotta stop now. I can't keep trying. This is 1 million. It's never going to do that. You understand? It's going to keep trying them. All right, that's it. You good? You good?
Sir.
All right, cool. Anybody else question? Give me Ezekiel 24 and 16.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 24, verse 14. I, the Lord, have spoken it. It shall come to pass, and I will do it. I will not go back, neither will I spare, neither will I repent. According to thy ways and according to thy doings shall they judge thee, saith the Lord.
I said 16. You want 14? I said 16. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 24, verse 16.
Read 15.
Verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, behold, I take away from thee the desire of thine eyes with a stroke. Yet neither shalt thou mourn nor weep, neither shall thy tears run down. Verse 17. Forbear to cry, make no mourning for the dead. Bind the tire of thine head upon thee, and put on thy shoes upon thy feet. and cover not thy lips.
What does it say back in 16? It says, I take away from thee the desire of thine eyes with a stroke. Brothers who've been here for a while, they might know what this is talking about already. We get one of the troopers or the trooper or the young men to answer. I take away from thee the desire of thine eyes with a stroke. Yet neither shalt thou mourn nor weep, neither shall thy tears run down. Go ahead. Mhm.
Would it be when we come into the truth and we want to put away the old person that we were and start keeping the commandments that the Lord is going to, that desire to, how we used to be, he's going to, like, I guess, eliminate that or get rid of that. And then we're not going to regret it. We're not going to have a desire to go back to it.
You will regret it, and you will hate it, and you will have a desire to go back to it. Ayash?
Is this similar to the precept about putting old wine in a new bottle?
No. What's the desire of your eyes?
Greed, lust, pleasing the flesh.
Anything you want. Understand? Something you desire, something you see and you want. A woman, video games, a car, sneakers, a chain. These things you see with your eyes and you desire them. I will take them away with a stroke. But you won't cry, no more tears run down your street. Read 17 again.
Book of Ezekiel, chapter 24, verse 17. Forbear to cry, make no mourning for the dead. Bind the tire of thine head upon thee, and put on thy shoes upon thy feet, and cover not thy lips, and eat not the bread of men.
Put the tire upon your head. What's the tire?
Would that be like your crown or your headpiece?
No. It's something specific when it says tire. Put the tire of thine head upon thee. Loyal.
The Lord statutes and commandments, sir.
Wow. Think Israel. Think Israel. Think let me see. If you wear a size 10 and you outside with your friends and you got a size 12 on, what do they say? Those big ass boats on your feet. Right? Are they boats? No, they're not boats. But they 2 sizes bigger than what you wear. So they're boats. You understand? Compared to your feet, you're standing in a boat. You're on a yacht right now. Like a person that's on a yacht. That's what your feet look like in those shoes. So now, what is a tire? When you see a tire in person, what is it? It's big. Tire's big, man. It's like a car tire. You see a car tire, it's big. The tire upon thy head. So something's on your head, and it's large in comparison to your head. You understand? It makes your head look small in comparison. This is a meat tree. You understand? This is a meat tree. You wrap it around so it's round like a tire, and then it protrudes out, and it makes your head look smaller. You understand? Man, you got that tire on his head. That's why you acting like that. You understand? You got them damn bolts on your feet, so you think you understand? That's Israelite talk. You understand? That tire upon thy head. Read on.
Come.
And put
And put on thy shoes upon thy feet, and cover not thy lips, and eat not the bread of men.
Put your meat tree on, put your shoes on, don't cover your mouth. You understand? Sometimes people who are anxious. They'll do, when they speak, they'll do what? They talk like this. You understand? They talk and they be covering their mouth a lot and stuff like that. They go, man, yeah, I'm just saying, it's an anxious tick. You understand? It's a tick that some people have anxiety have, that people have anxiety do. But they cover their mouth periodically while they talk. Cover not thy lips and eat not the bread of men. Don't eat. You understand? Don't eat. Don't cover your mouth. Don't be all anxious. Don't be all extra. And don't eat the bread of men. Go ahead.
Okay.
So the Lord is telling him, I'm going to take the thing you desire most. And when I do it, you better not cry. You better put your mitre on, put your shoes on, and do what? Go to camp. Put your mitre on. I'm going to take what you love the most. Put your mitre on, put your shoes on, and go to camp. Yeah.
Okay. Verse 18. So I spake unto the people in the morning, and at even my wife died. And I did in the morning as I was commanded. Verse 19. And the people said unto me, Wilt thou not wilt not thy
Wilt thou not tell us?
Wilt thou not tell us what these things are to us, that thou doest so? Verse 20. Then I answered them.
Yeah, it's like I was thinking about something else. In 18 it says, and that even my wife died, and I did in the morning as I was commanded. So Ezekiel's wife died, and he did what the Lord told him to do by going to camp with his mitre and with his slippers on, with his shoes on. You understand? I did it in the morning as I was commanded. And then the people came to him saying, what? 19.
Verse 19. And the people said unto me, Wilt thou not tell us what these things are to us, that thou doest so?
Meaning he's going to camp, and the people at camp are asking regular questions. What are you talking about? What do you mean the laws are not done away with? What do you mean white people can't be saved? And in his head, his wife died. You understand? In his head, his wife is dead. And the people who are outside are just, what do you mean we can't save white people? He has to go to camp and be a prophet. He has to go to camp and be a priest. You understand?
Come.
He has to go to camp and do that despite the fact he knows his wife died and nobody is treating him like his wife died. They're asking him questions about the scriptures he's bringing out. You understand?
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 20. Then I answered them. The word of the Lord came unto me, saying, verse 21, Speak unto the house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I will profane my sanctuary, the excellency of your strength, the desire of your eyes, and that which your soul pitieth.
What is the point of the Lord saying what he just said? Experienced officers don't duck. What did the lawyer say? What did the Lord say? Why did he say it? Read it one more time, Ayash.
Colonel Khan, verse 20, Ezekiel chapter 24, verse 21. Speak unto the house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I will profane my sanctuary.
I will profane my sanctuary. Yeah.
Colonel Khan, the excellency of your strength, the desire of your eyes, and that which your soul pitieth.
The excellency of your strength, the desire of your eyes, and that which your soul pities. When you pity something, you give a lot of attention to it, give a lot of care to it. What's the purpose of that? Why did the Lord say the words that he just said? I'd like an answer.
He's trying to humble Israel, sir.
He's talking specifically to Ezekiel.
Oh.
You think he's trying to humble Ezekiel?
Well, he did already take his wife.
Humble. I wouldn't call that a humbling. I know what you're trying to say. I think I know what you're trying to say. Humbling isn't the word.
Correct.
Correcting how?
Well,
Why does he feel he needs to?
And the truth is above all. before your wife, your daughter,
your son, your personal desires, what you want to do, what you think you should do. The Lord in his desires is above all those things, right? So why did he say that I will profane my sanctuary, the excellency of your strength, the desire of your eyes, and that which your soul pitieth?
he will take whatever he has to get the truth out. That Ezekiel needs to step in line, do the Lord's commandments. Go out there and prophesy.
Despite what?
Despite losing his wife and whatever his eye desires also. He needs to still go out there and do it, even if his spirit's low.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Get everyone a round of applause. I mean, I take it. Regardless of what I do to you, the purpose of the Lord saying is, I'll profane my sanctuary, the excellency of your strength, the desire of your eyes, and that which your soul pities. And your sons and your daughters, whom ye have left, shall fall by the sword. Meaning, I'll profane everything to get you to understand what I'm saying. You understand? And I'll put your sons and your daughters who you left, they're going to die. You understand? I'm going to do all of that to you to make you to understand that the most important thing in your life is my word. You understand? Good.
It reminds me of the story of Job, sir.
God.
Exactly.
God. Only difference is Job, so Ezekiel loved his wife more than the work of the Lord. Job was just a perfect man who Satan said, he's only perfect because you keep trying him. That's the difference. So Ezekiel put his wife above the work of the Lord. Job was a perfect man who Satan wanted to prove. That's the difference. But yes, the lesson is the same. You put nothing over the Lord. Job had to lose everything and then gain it back. You understand? By standing with the Lord and blaming himself, he says, surely I have done something. My God is perfect. And if he's doing this to me, I did something. You understand? I must have did something when in reality Satan was just testing him to see if he'll curse the Lord. Ezekiel put his wife before the Lord. So the Lord said, I'm going to take your wife. And then I'm going to do it the day before camp. And then you're going to get up and go to camp. And you're going to speak. And you're going to prophesy. And you're going to do it. You understand? So that you can understand your wife is not more important than the work of the Lord. So I can read on. Was that 20? You were at 20, right? You did read 20. Looks like not 20, 24. 22. 323. 322.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 24, verse 22. And ye shall do as I have done. Ye shall not cover your lips, nor eat the bread of men. Verse 23. And your tires shall be upon your heads, and your shoes upon your feet. Ye shall not mourn nor weep, but ye shall pine away from your iniquities, and mourn one towards another. Verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
Thus Ezekiel is unto you as a sign, according to all that he hath done shall ye do. And when this cometh, ye shall know that I am the Lord God. Verse 25.
That's right. That's it. Drop that. Give me Luke 5 and 37. Young man.
I just had a quick question, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Roughly what time period in history is Ezekiel?
I'll get back to you on that. I don't know off the top of my head. Yeah, Luke 5 and 37. I got some books in there.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 5, verse 37.
Mhm.
And no man putteth new wine into old bottles, else the new wine will burst the bottles and be spilled,
Mhm.
and the bottles shall perish.
No man shall put new wine into old bottles. This is very, everybody heard this. You probably even heard this in the church. You understand? Everybody has heard this. What's the new wine? What's new wine in this context?
Christian doctrine, sir.
Give me more, elaborate.
The New Age Christian doctrine saying you could be LGBT and come as you are, and the laws are done away with.
No lie. The new wine. So read 36 first. Somebody read 36.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 5, verse 36. And he spake also a parable unto them. No man putteth a piece of a new garment upon an old. No man putteth a piece of a new garment upon an old. If otherwise, then both the new maketh a rent, and the piece that was taken out of the new agreed not with the old.
Mhm. No man putteth a piece of a new garment on an old garment. So, and if otherwise, then both the new maketh a rent, and the piece that was taken out of the new agreeth not with the old. Meaning, I got a patch on these jeans right here. I took that from what? Old jeans. You understand? I didn't go to the store to get a nice quality $60 pair of Levi's, whatever, $80 pair of Levi's, and then to cut that up and put that on these old jeans. You understand? I took some old jeans I already had that I didn't care about and put it on these jeans that I care about. You understand? They was both old, and this one needed a patch. So I did that. So no man takes a new garment and puts it on an old garment. If you do, the new makes a rent. Meaning you rent something, you rip. The new one has a rip, and the piece that was taken not out of the new, that was taken out of the new, agreeth not with the old. You understand? This is saying when you put a new garment with an old garment, it's not going to agree. That old garment is going to wear faster than that piece you have from the new garment. You understand? A new pair of jeans is not as worn and washed as an old pair of jeans. You understand? And because of that, you shouldn't take a new garment piece and put it upon an old garment. So 37 says what? 37.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 5, verse 37. And no man putteth new wine into old bottles, else the new wine will burst the bottles and be spilled,
Mhm.
and the bottles shall perish.
Else the new wine will burst the bottles and be spilled, and the bottles shall perish. Now, what is the new wine?
The new wine, we learn the truth, and the old bottle is.
What is the new wine? The new wine is something. Go ahead.
The new wine is you coming into the truth, sir.
The new wine is new knowledge. New wine is the new knowledge. What's the bottle? New wine into old bottle. So the new wine is new knowledge. What is the old bottle?
The old bottle is when you're still smoking cigarettes, when you're still getting high, you're still fornicating.
No. You gotta be more on point. Like, yes, technically, but no. Yes, technically doesn't win you a debate. Yes, technically gets you crushed. Go y'all.
The bottle is your mind, sir. Like the spirit.
No. What do you mean by that?
Like, it's like,
Hmm.
sir. It's like the new wine is the knowledge, sir, and the bottle is it's like your soul, what you put into your mind, what you think, how you think now, and how you move and operate. You don't want to come into the knowledge of the truth and learn all these new knowledge, but still doing the old things that your body and your soul, your spirit used to do.
So the old bottle is what?
So the old body,
Your body. It's your body. It's you. You're taking new knowledge, right? And you're putting it in your body. When you get any knowledge, you take it into where? Your mind, which is a part of your body. Your brain literally holds it. It's a part of your body, right? So you're taking new wine. The parable is taking new wine and putting it in the old bottle. And the parable is, because this is literally true in real life, if you put new wine in an old bottle, that old bottle will break because it can't physically, there's something, I don't know the real world physical breakdown as to why an old bottle can't hold new wine, but it will crack. Do you understand? And that bottle will crack. So when you take in new knowledge, you're learning you're an Israelite. You're learning what to do, what not to do, how to be, how not to be, how to talk, how not to talk, how to think, how not to think. And if you take that and decide, well, I'm going to maintain these parts of who I am because I like it. I like these parts of who I am. I don't think there's a problem with these parts of who I am. And you start to pour that new knowledge into that bottle, you'll die. You'll just die because you'll never be changed. You'll be lukewarm. And what did Christ say about being lukewarm? He'll spit you out. You understand?
Is that lukewarm a precept for this one?
Yeah. Revelations. Yeah. Lukewarm is a precept for this one. You understand? Because you're trying to take that new and put it into that old. And when you do that, something that's brand new and something that's old, if you was to combine it, it's going to break. It's not going to work. They're not going to mesh well. You understand? So putting that new wine into that old bottle is terrible. Read the second part of 37. Second part, anybody?
It's the book of Luke, chapter 5, verse 37. And no man putteth new wine into old bottles, else the new wine will burst the bottle and be spilled, and the bottles shall perish.
Else the new wine will burst the bottles, which we just discussed, Goyala, and be spilled. But this is the last part that I was giving you. And the bottles shall perish. Meaning you as a man, if you attempt this, you'll die.
Right.
You will die. Because what's going to happen is you're going to be lukewarm and you're never going to fully submit yourself to the process of becoming whoever you're supposed to become in the truth. Yeah?
Lord, slock it, sir. Slock it, sir. Or you'll eventually lose your mind. You'll start smoking crack. You commit suicide.
Ain't that death?
Crown of God,
That's
sir.
death. Because can you be in here smoking crack?
Lie, sir.
Can you be in, well, you commit suicide, you ain't gonna be in here. So you can't be in here committing suicide. You can't be in here smoking crack. You can't be in here doing none of that.
Right.
So leaving here is akin to death.
Right.
Right? Coming into the truth and then leaving, the Lord said it's better if you never knew the truth.
Right.
You understand? Coming in the truth and then going, just don't know. You understand? Because it's worse. He gonna look at you like I gave him a chance and he effed it off. This person right here might have been smoking crack the whole time, smoking weed, killing people the whole time. But I never even told him the truth.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's better. It's better because he never knew the truth, so now he's better than you. Once you leave, the murderer is better than you. The murderer is better than you once you leave. So that's what this is saying. If you take that new wine and you try to put it in an old bottle, you'll die. Whether you physically die, whether you end up in an insane asylum, whether you just leave the school. That's death. You understand? And that's what this is trying to tell you. This is trying to tell you that bottle shall perish. 39. For time's sake, I'm gonna do it. But new wine must be put into new bottles, and both are preserved. Meaning now the knowledge you have, and this is, let me tell you something how this is complete prophecy. Brothers come into the school and leave like fake Israelites, and when they leave, they forget breakdowns. If you think I'm lying, you just gotta meet somebody. Like they forget. They be like, oh yeah, that's why do they be in our chats? Why do they stay so close to the school? You understand? They don't have a perfect rank and structure to ask questions up a ladder to get the proper breakdowns and answers. So these people who you might see on YouTube as elder such and such and this guy such and such, those people really don't have these breakdowns the way they think they do. They watch us and still get it from us. You'll be surprised how many fake Israelites still call John Muhammad for counsel. You understand? Because they know that they don't have leadership above them to be able to handle their problems. You must take the new wine and put it into new bottles, and both will be preserved. The knowledge of the truth will be preserved, and the man that has the truth will be preserved. Right. But if a man in the truth takes garbage in and becomes garbage, he dies. If a man that is garbage takes the truth in, but doesn't change, he dies. You have to take the truth in and be becoming a new man. And both are preserved if you do it like that. And that's the only way to do it. And 39 says, no man also having drunk old wine straightway desireth new. For he saith, the old is better. Meaning, you ain't going to tell you something. Some of us get caught up in this because we love people from the world. You're not going to approach somebody smoking a blunt in the middle of smoking a blunt and convince them that they got to stop smoking a blunt. He just straightway came from drinking that old wine. You understand? It's not going to happen. You got to catch, I think I said this before in the class, a lot of brothers, when they come in the truth, they at their worst. You're at your worst when you find out about the truth and you start to try to come in the truth. Now, the Lord gave you blessings and stuff, and the Lord, He'll make your life better or whatever. But when you find out about it, or when you first start coming in, or after you come in, then the Lord might take a toll on you. That's like 80% of the brother stories that come in here. You understand? And if you have drunk the old wine straightway, you're not going to desire new. Because you just indulged in all of that, I want to say effery. You just indulged in all of that garbage. You understand? So you feel like you're the man. You feel like I'm coming from living like this and behaving like this. Some brothers think their life is so good in the world, some sisters too, that they don't desire what we have. They don't want it. They walk past the camp and say, get a job. They walk past the camp and talk smack. You understand? That's what they do because they think that I'm living this life so well, I don't need whatever these Power Rangers are talking about. That's what they say. Because they just came from drinking that old wine. They don't want the new wine. You understand? They have to not be fed for a while. You understand? Down on their luck, down and out, destroyed. And then they see you at camp. And now all of a sudden, everything clicks. Everything clicks because the white man is not putting a bottle to your mouth today. You understand? Today is the worst day of your life, and all of a sudden, it makes sense. The truth just makes sense now. Like it wasn't the truth yesterday. You understand? It just makes sense today. It's ridiculous. You understand? But that person says the old is better. All right? Give me I'm gonna skip a couple because we're late on time. Give me 1 Peter 4:12. Skip a little bit of that because I paraphrased it earlier.
First Peter's
4:12. Yeah, 1 Peter 4:12. I'm gonna read it because it's a very bedrock scripture. So sometimes I think I don't have to go over these, but I will go. I will read this. Yeah.
It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, verse 12. Beloved, think not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you.
Don't think it's strange. When y'all suffer, like when we suffer, don't think it's weird. I mean it. Like whatever everybody in here might have a different hurdle. You understand? Your hurdle might be completely different from the brother you sitting next to. Completely different. Brother, do not think it's strange when you're going through what you go through. It is purposeful. Twofold purposeful. Satan has to know. Forget it. Satan has to know you ain't a bitch. He has to know that. And on the flip side, you only change when you go through fire. Because the man said, a Lord is like fine gold. A man that the Lord wants goes through fire to get refined. So not only does Satan want to know that you're going to serve him, you're going to serve the Lord the way that he serves the Lord. That's what I meant to say. He needs to know also, and you need to know for yourself, when you look in the mirror, that you are becoming a man that can serve God. You understand? A lot of this job is you being able to stand on the corner and say, my forehead is stronger than yours. Like it says in Ezekiel. It's one of the precepts that I skipped, so I'm going to just paraphrase it. My forehead is harder than your forehead. You understand? It's harder. It's stronger. It means more. Meaning the knowledge that I have actually can change people. It actually can destroy demons. It can destroy you. That's what you're saying it can. When you're at camp and you're looking at the public, you're looking at them saying, the knowledge I have in my head can destroy whatever your problem is. So however you look at us, however many times you say get a job, however many times you say you're a Power Ranger, however many times you say anything, I know what's in my head will destroy you. And that's why we go to camp every Saturday. You understand? Because we know what we're talking about can destroy you. All right, read on. Read on in 12. Fiery trial, which is to try you.
As though some strange thing happened unto you.
As though something strange happened. There's nothing strange that happened to you. Everybody has went through this. All the men you see, we were talking about Captain Nazariak earlier in the class. What do you think, he ain't go through nothing? Captain Nazariak worked a $10 an hour job while he was debating play. Kid you not. I think it was Home Depot. Back when Jersey minimum wage wasn't what it is now. You understand? $10 an hour job, Home Depot. Killing people. You understand? Crushing them with the doctrine of the Lord, but being subject to Home Depot's attendance policies. You understand? It's ridiculous. But that's something that would try you. You understand? In this space, you're the killer. In this space, stocking aisle 12. You understand? That's something that could work a man. Like a man could get afflicted because of that. A man might be saying, yo, man, I'm this over here and I'm this over here. It could mess with a man. But he knew a fiery trial is to try you for a time. You understand? To make sure you're the man that you say you is, or you want to be the man you say you want to be. You understand? And it's not strange. He didn't think it was strange. He thought it was perfectly normal. This is very regular. 13.
Verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
But rejoice insomuch as ye are partakers of Christ's sufferings,
Mm-hmm.
that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy.
When his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. You understand? Meaning, matter of fact, let me see. I'll read the next part before I say this. 14.
Verse 14. If ye be reproached for the name of Christ, happy are ye.
If you suffer because you serve Christ, be happy. Good.
For the Spirit of glory and of God resteth upon you.
Resteth.
Resteth upon you.
Mm-hmm. Good.
On their part, he is evil spoken of,
Mm-hmm.
but on your part, he is glorified.
On their part, he is evil spoken of. On your part, he is glorified. Meaning the people who are laughing at you because you want the truth, who think the truth is a joke, who think you're a joke because you changed your life, who say there's no way you changed your life, there's no way you're a better person. The things you're talking about is garbage. It's not true. Just remember, the king that you serve who walked the earth, these people hate Christ. They look at him like an evildoer. And you glorify him like the king that he is. Y'all are two opposing forces. You understand? They're supposed to talk to you like that. They're supposed to treat you like that. They don't look at Christ how you look at Christ. So that's a natural. 15.
Verse 15. But let none of yours suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's matters.
Let none of you suffer as a murderer, though. If you're going to suffer, life comes with suffering. That's what comes with life. So since you know that, once you know that life comes with sufferings, are you going to suffer for Christ, or are you going to suffer because you're a pillhead? You're going to suffer because you're a gangbanger, because you're a murderer, because you're an evildoer, because you're a gossiper. That's what busybody in other men's matters means. You're a gossiper, you're a murderer, you steal, and evil. Are you going to suffer because you're in a prison system, or you need to be in a prison system, or are you going to suffer because the earth hates Christ and you love Christ, and you follow Christ, and you're at camp, and you're doing everything that is said to do in the Bible? You're going to suffer. The choice you have is why are you going to suffer? You understand? Let me tell you something. At the end of the light, Satan could give you a little gift. He give you a little gift and make you think you ain't suffering. It will always turn on you. You understand? Satan offered Christ the world. He said, everything you see, I'll give to you. Basically, he said, I'll give you the 7 continents. I'll give you the earth. Turn your back on your father. What would that have meant? Christ would have lived to what, 80, 90, and then died. You understand? Christ said, I'm going to serve the Lord. Lived to 30, 33, and now he's coming back for an everlasting kingdom that he doesn't even have to build. You understand? And last scripture, give me I ain't got time for this. I know some brothers got to go. So I'm even going to do it. All right, I'm going to clip it right there. We're going to do part 2 on Wednesday, Ayash. Do part 2 on Wednesday because I don't even want to skip over too much. I already skipped over some. We're going to pass the class over to Precinct Officer Goyala. Clap it up.